The ocean is full of phonies and liars and con artists, but there's a good reason. Fish have to be tricky to avoid being eaten. Some simply hide out in the nooks and crannies of a coral reef. But others perfect the art of false advertising or camouflage. Camouflage helps them blend into their surroundings and stay alive. Since most fish are predators and prey at the same time, camouflage helps them catch a meal without becoming one. The stonefish looks just like a rock. And the crocodile fish blends in perfectly with the coral reefs around it as it keeps an eye out for its next meal. It'll be lights out for the unsuspecting fish that comes too close to this big mouth. In the wavy world of the reef, the lionfish looks just like another breezy, soft coral. But these aren't branches, they're venomous spines. They keep predators away. Meanwhile, the lionfish's colors and stripes make it hard to see, and that's death for any fish who isn't careful, because the lionfish is also a dangerous predator itself. If you're small and defenseless, you'd better have a good trick up your sleeve. And the butterfly fish have one of the best. The butterfly fish are masters of deception, and the trick of their trade is the false eye spot. Here's how it works. To catch a meal, predators need to know which way a fish is moving, and a good way to figure that out is to look for the eye. Because eyes are always at the front end of a fish, right? Not if you're a butterfly fish. They have phony spots on their back end to fool predators. When a bigger fish tries to take a bite out of the butterfly's head, it might just end up with a mouthful of tail. Most butterfly fish have a stripe through their real eye, just to make things a little more confusing for the hunters. The butterfly fish aren't the only ones with false eye spots. Snappers wouldn't think of going out without their false eye. And the goatfish uses one too. If you were a predator, you'd think it's swimming backwards. That helps, but the goatfish has another trick. It can change color to blend in with the surroundings. The goatfish is so good at false advertising that it can sleep out in the open and not be disturbed. Nobody takes camouflage as far as flounders and other flatfish. Over millions of years, they have evolved to a life on their sides. In that time, one of their eyes has moved all the way over to the other side of their head. Now both eyes are on top. That lets them hug on the sandy bottom and still keep watch for danger. So you have to be careful in the city beneath the sea. What you see is not always what you get.